Hey, what's up, everybody? Coming to you live from the road. We're on 35, heading north, getting ready to get into that panhandle of Oklahoma. Looking forward to that. Still got a long ways off for that, though. Man, it's hot out here. Got fucking sunburn all over my arm and shit. Both of them. Sunburn to hell and back. It's all right, though. You know, it's good, fun getting on the road. Been enjoying my travels. It ain't easy, but it's enjoyable. Whew. Finally get the coast downhill a little bit. Gotta tell you, I dropped a lot of weight off, but pedaling this rig it's still a chore. Let me say that. Still a hell of a chore. Oh my God, those two. Can't get the boys to stay laying down and they end up standing up and wobbling everything around. Man, get to see some good scenery though. That's for sure. Oh, it's a creek. Man. Hope everyone's doing good. Just chilling, doing some real world travel, I guess. Alright, gotta keep those on. Only thing I gotta watch out for is lunatics behind the wheel of a vehicle. It's like nobody knows how to drive. Or more specifically, nobody knows how to use their brakes. It's annoying. Oh man. Hope everyone's doing good. I haven't been on for a long time. Been busy out here doing my thing. I'm gonna travel this stretch for about 7 miles. Okay. Let's see, we got anybody in here? Got a couple people, huh? One person. The hell? Oh. Concrete place over there. Oh, be nice to find somewhere to stop off with a swimming hole or something. Let the pups get in the water again. I got a 60-second clip of me and the boys in the San Gabriel River the other day. We went for a swim. We all got a river bath. It was fun. Traveling on this fucking hot ass pavement though, damn. I am definitely not built for the heat, I'll tell you that. I can tolerate it, but I don't fucking want to. Let's see what we got here. Wahlberg Travel Center. Oh, look, it's a travel stop. I'm gonna bypass this one though. This ain't our goal. Got to hit that northbound truck stop. Hoping that'll give me access to, I don't know, roads that aren't quite as busy as this one. Like this guy, man, I should have hit that parking lot. See if I can get around this truck without getting creamed. I'm not touching that shoulder. I know I'll get a fucking flat if I do. Puddle House. Huh. All right, what do we got? All right, here we go. Of course. Luckily, this is 2 lanes though, so people can go around. So I think I am going to stop here for a little bit. No, never mind. It don't look like there's no shade. Keep going. How's everyone doing out there today? Hope you're doing all right. Hope everyone's doing good. All right, I'm gonna walk this fucker for a minute. Whew, it's getting to be uphill now. Up in there, who's this? Who we got? Let's see. Hey, Crow Dome, what up, man? Okay, I gotta wipe that off. Fucking shit. Kidding? All right. Let's figure this out here. That's the trouble with sweating so much. It's on the fucking phone. There we go. Let's see what we got here. What is the deal? Well, I can't read comments apparently. No. What is that? No. Always adding some new shit that nobody needs. Here's a pro tip. If you're traveling long distances with minimal funding, make sure one thing you travel with is toilet paper. Because that shit is more valuable than you know. One of the biggest problems is watching for hazards on the roadside that'll flatten my fucking tires. What's that? Oh. Found a couple little containers empty, but useful for holding on to like small screws and shit. I left most of my heavier equipment back in Austin, which lots of military surplus gear, lots of other things that I didn't really want to get rid of, but I had to make the choice between keeping all the weight and being able to travel effectively, which is often not an easy choice. But you know, you traveling like this, you got to make sure, you know, the question you got to ask yourself is this specific piece of equipment, is it earning its weight? You know, and one of the ways you do that is ask, well, when was the last time I actually used this thing? And see, that's why my computer got left behind, formatted, destroyed, and thrown away. That's why all the heavier tools that I would have needed when I got there got left behind, because those are replaceable. So, wow, nice and loud. So you got to make sure if something's replaceable, if you know, can effectively evaluate whether you need to keep it with you. Personally, I'm looking forward to ditching this second trailer. I don't really need it. The only reason I have it is for my pups. But once they're big enough, they can walk alongside the bike, which right now, I wouldn't do that. Because if I need to throw this bike, if I need to roll it down into a ditch in a hurry, you know, to get the hell out of the way, I don't want to have to roll it over them or have them get in the way. And that's about the only thing I could think of that would help me avoid getting creamed by a vehicle not paying attention. Still though, I would hope that doesn't happen. So we got here. gold to a traveling man on $1 bananas. Oh, hell yeah, dude. $1 bananas. And I'll tell you something else. Hobby Lobby has saved my fucking life a couple of times. I mean, not quite literally, but almost. So when you need super glue, but you don't want to go for the shit at the Dollar Tree that almost seems watered down, Hobby Lobby has some decently priced super glue options. And there's been a couple times when I needed glue to reinforce something. Like right now, I didn't have Loctite. You know what's keeping my my trailer hitch bolts from loosening up and falling off on the road? Fucking super glue. I had to super glue them bitches on there and then tighten them down because they kept vibrating loose. So there's that. But it seems to be working so far. I'll say it'll work till it doesn't, just like everything else. Spare inner tubes, that's a good thing to carry. I have a few of those. I have 4 for the bike and 2 for the trailers. When in reality is, I'll need more for the trailers because the trailers equate to 4 whole wheels now. The bike's only 2. That hasn't gotten a flat yet. The trailers, on the other hand, have gotten multiple flats, which is the unfortunate reality of traveling with a long haul rig like this. Your bike probably ain't what's gonna get the flat. It'll probably be your trailer. And if it's your trailer, you either gotta get comfortable with ditching a lot of gear or, well, you're out of luck, because if you can't haul it, you're gonna have to ditch it. At some point, I'll probably be ditching these boots I'm wearing in favor of my spares, because these are starting to come apart now. So that'll be more reduced weight in the trailer. And then I've got this little butane stove. That's weight I didn't plan on. So once the butane is done, I'm just gonna ditch it instead of adding another expense to my list. More weight reduced. The dog food's running low, so that'll be reduced weight, but it also introduces more problems that you have to solve if you're traveling with pets, which anybody knows me knows I'm traveling with a whole pack right now. But good problems to have, I suppose. Get down. Get down. Get down. Stop doing that. You're gonna ruin the damn thing. Now, lay down. I gotta find some shade and stop for these guys. Gotta get them some water. Put that shade cover over top of them, because we're kind of right in direct sunlight right now. But we're on a highway, so it's kind of breezy, but they have black fur, so it's worse on them than it is for me, honestly. Plus, I'm already burned to hell and back, so it's whatever. Now, I could probably be pedaling this up this hill right now, but I'm trying to avoid undue stress on the crank. Because if the drivetrain on this bike goes, then that's it, I'm done. I ain't got no other way to actually go, so it'll be grabbing what I can grab and hauling ass on foot from there. What really gets me is the way people drive out here nowadays. This fucking backpack. There we go. See, people will sit there, they'll see you crossing the road when the light, when the crosswalk thing says to cross, and God forbid that light turns green while you're in the road. People do not care. It's like they'd rather run you over than just wait 5 seconds for you to finish crossing. It's grotesque, honestly, in my opinion. But it's whatever. If somebody hurts my dogs, though, I'm telling you what, there's gonna be a crash out. That's all I got to say about that. Wow. Almost to the top here. I can start riding again. Oh, man. Got a big box of food for the trip. Unfortunately, I don't really have all the necessary utensils to do a lot of cooking. I can only cook small portions at once. So that's kind of a limiting factor, but you get around that. The problem is I'm not just one person, I'm one person and some pets. So they need fed too. And it's not always with their synthetic foods. But, you know, we score some meat here and there. Rabbit, fish, mostly. But it, you know, it does the trick. It does the trick. As long as you have something else to go with it. Personally, my favorite way to do it is roast up the rabbit and stew up the rabbit and roast the fish. Cook it over a spit or something like that. You get rabbit stew, which for me it usually looks like canned peas, canned corn, and canned carrots with, you know, some wild caught rabbit, which I don't know if you really want to call that stew, but it's close enough. A lot of things, most people might not know about rabbit starvation because rabbits are almost pure protein that's just really lean meat. You can still starve to death eating just rabbit. So you always have to have something to supplement the rabbit meat with. Vegetables, fish, you know, hell, even some wild plucked onions will help a little bit. Not much, but a little bit. Been working on learning about the local flora, what's edible, what's not. That's been fun. You'd be surprised the amount of things you can eat. Oh, man, I hope there's some shade coming up soon. Hell, I might stop by one of these trees. Sit under that for a minute. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. I should only have a little bit farther to go to get to where I'm going. Actually, this 7-mile stretch might be my last stretch. Sweet, we can start riding. Woo! All right, come on now. You can do it. So, some of y'all might be wondering what kind of bike I'm riding. For those of you who are, I'm riding an e-bike frame without its battery. Which adds weight to the rig itself, but that was intentional. I wanted a bicycle that had enough weight to not be hindered by the weight of my equipment on the back. A heavy-duty e-bike frame was just what I needed. I don't think it can be turned into an e-bike again. I did have the battery, but, well, a battery, but it got stolen. Somebody pried it off while I was in a gas station, washing my face and hands in the sink. And I come back out and like they crowbarred it off or something. It was crazy, crazy looking. It's like you can't have shit nowadays. No respect for other people's property anymore. Then again, pretty sure whoever did that was a meth head. Set navigation. All right. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. All right. Gonna let these cars pass and then pull off under this tree. Take a rest, let the dogs stretch their legs for a minute. Get down, get down. Little munchkins. Whew. It's a fucking hot one today. Here we are. Check it out. Get on now. Here we are. Whew. All right, some shade. We got a 7-mile stretch, so it's gonna be a minute. Who we got here? Hey, Tom Laundry, what's up, man? How's it going? And take a little rest for a minute. Hang on, boys, I'll get this pack off. Now this pack is it's my day pack. It's got all my immediate camp building essentials in it. My hatchet, my folding saw, it's got some extra paracord, etc., etc., etc. My life straw, all that. So what I would do if I had to ditch this is I would take my 70 liter and I would remove some of the non-essential tools that I packed in it, and I would put the equipment from my day pack into the 70 liter, effectively making the 70 liter a day pack and a main pack. And then I would just take that and leave everything else. So I would have my satchel bag, my 70 liter, and my canteen, which unfortunately also means I would have to leave my other water containers, which that's not ideal, but what are you gonna do if, you know, you have to ditch a whole rig? Still though, it's better than having nothing at all. Let's hope this bike stays balanced. How about that? Look at that. It probably won't though. It'll probably come on back. Ah, there it is. I knew it. I'm gonna have to take the phone out. Ah, come on. It's so hard to unscrew this thing when your hands are sweaty. I'll drop it that way so it don't ruin the drivetrain. There we go. What's up, Boobaloos? Oh shit. Look at this shit. All right. Let's get some water for you boys. How about that? Want some water? I know you're thirsty. Hang on, fellas. I'll get you. Hang on, boobas. Hope everyone's having a good day today. Ain't been on for a while, so I ain't really been paying much attention to what's going on these days. Been trying to focus on traveling and just enjoying my life, man. You know? Enjoying things the way they are. I'm probably gonna hang out here for a while. What time is it? Shit, it's only fucking 12:30. Seriously? God damn it. That's the one thing, is when you're traveling, time seems to go way slower, which is crazy. But you find out certain distances aren't exactly that long. They're not as long as you seem, you know? Like 1,000 miles is a lot shorter than it sounds like. Oh man, I look way more bald than I actually am on camera. That's crazy. Oh man, should have fucking cut all my hair off before I left. It'd help me stay cooler, much cooler. I will say this though, one thing I've learned about one thing this whole thing has taught me is that if you attempt travel like this without being prepared, you are going to suffer greatly. And I do mean greatly. You're gonna have a hell of a time with it. So, come on. There's a lot of people, a couple people who've said they've thought about doing something like this. And I mean, I'd suggest it. I think it's a good idea. Can't fucking get it up. Sweaty ass hands. I think it's a good idea. You should. It's rewarding. It's fun. It's not always easy. You're gonna have bad days. Sometimes there's gonna be days when you're gonna be like, man, fuck all this shit. Everything seems to go wrong all at once. Everything seems to be stacked against you. All the fucking, how you like my tan? Fucking crisping up out here. Before you know it, I'm gonna have like fucking Willie Nelson hide going on. Oh, let's see. I read all those. I'd recommend for food, if you're bringing something like food, I'd recommend like canned soups, ramen noodles, tuna pouches. Honestly, try to avoid cans as much as possible. That would actually be my advice. So if you're gonna get soups, stews, and tuna and stuff, try to go for the pouches. They're a lot lighter, they're a lot easier to pack. They don't have as much bulk. You know, like right now, look at this. That box on top is my food because it can't fit anywhere else because it's a bunch of fucking cans. So, you know, I would recommend the pouches if possible. Of course, I didn't really get to choose what food I was bringing. I got what I could get, you know, in a pinch at the moment's notice. As for water, you're going to have to prioritize water above like everything else. So this has got coffee in it at the moment. All right. This is my large, it's like a 3-quart, 2.5 quart, whatever. I have a green one over there. It's also got, but that one's got water in it. And then I got my canteen. So what I'll do is I'm going to work on this coffee and then I'll finish my water, which I actually just threw some strawberries in. I might throw a sugar packet in there or two to sweeten that up a little bit. But I'll finish that up, and then the next rest stop I come to, I'll top that water off. I'll hang out there for like an hour, and I'll drink as much water as I can, top my water off again, and then head out. So that's one thing I would recommend if you're traveling like this and you're doing long distances like I am. When you stop to top off your water, that means stop for a while and top off the water in your body too. Don't just fill your jugs, you know, drink some, take some time, sit there, sip your water, maybe eat a little food, do whatever you need to make sure that you stay in prime working order. All right. Because failing to take care of yourself in the moment will cause you a lot bigger problems in the long run. You know, because whether you're stopping just to fill up the water or whether you're stopping to get some food or whatever, you got to think, all right, well, I've been traveling all this time. I've been out in the sun. I've been hauling gear. You know, I've been fucking on alert, watching for cars and shit. You've probably lost a lot of water out of your body. You know, you're probably a lot closer to dehydration than you would think. Now, is it probably dire? Nah, probably not. But it's always a good idea to sit around and drink some water for a while after you've topped off. And top it off again after you leave. I got a lantern. I hang it on the side. Whatever side of my rig is facing the road. Hey, D-Man, good to see you, man. It's been a while. That's where I hang the lantern off of. Now, it has a white light option or a yellow light option. Because the batteries don't last as long with the white light and the yellow light is probably easier to see in the nighttime, I usually go for the yellow light option. Hold on, I gotta let these idiots out. Come on, you boneheads. I mean it. If you go near that road, I'll cook you and eat you. You'll be on the fucking menu next. Come on, over here. You stay where I can see you now. Stretch your legs, do your business, do whatever you got to, okay? One of the biggest problems is, now I wouldn't expect everybody to who might do something like this to be oh shit, there's my other water bottle. I thought I lost this. This Brita, it's got a Brita filter in it. It's a little fucked up from hitting the road, as you can see, but it's still good. It still insulates, it still holds water, it's not compromised. That's nice to see. I thought I lost that. Turns out it was just under the dog pillow. There's another water bottle I can fill next time, which is good. But yes, hydration is absolutely paramount in these situations. You can't let yourself go without water. I didn't have water for like 5 or 6 miles before I hit the Berry Creek Food Mart back there. Got my water jugs all filled up, and I got to tell you something. Just that little stretch, had me feeling fucking dead. It was not pleasant. So any amount of distance in the sun, you always want to make sure water's there. As for food, the saltier foods will probably be a little better for you. Help keep those electrolytes up. You know, it'll help prevent you from losing. Help prevent you from losing all that body, or all that water in your body. Help you keep hydrated better. I generally don't recommend the products these companies sell, but if you're really in a pinch, you know, grab some Powerade or some Gatorade, whatever. Personally, I like to take a little bit of salt. I got pink salt. I throw a little bit of salt in my coffee, and that's good enough for electrolyte right there for a little while. You know, there's a lot of different things you can do, but whatever you're doing, you know, make sure you're smart about it. You know, too much of anything, even good things, is bad. So you don't want to oversalt your food. You don't want to oversalt anything. Just make sure your food is properly nutritious. You know, you got to have a mix. I have that problem myself. Whenever I can buy food, I'm like, meat, beef. You know, I want meat. But you got to buy greens. You know, you got to buy veggies. Get some variety up in there. But let me stand this rig up a little bit. Let you guys get a view of what I'm working with. So here's what we got. Some of my gear kind of stay. So this is what we got. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see if we can get it like this. Here we go. So this is how I'm working. It's a fully loaded pack bike now. As you can see, it was an e-bike. It was, at any rate. We got a couple good saddlebags back here. Got my double trailers. There's my 70 liter down there. Bike pump, food box, all that. Here's the boys. Say hi, pups. Say hi. Woof. Come on, bark. Woof, woof. You fucking creeps. Any other time, they're mouthy. Now they want to do nothing. But watch out, watch out. I want to drop the bike on you now. Come on here. Come over here. Come on. Come over here. The Plantation Mac. What's up? Welcome, welcome. But yeah, man, it's a good bike. It does its job. Keep everything contained. The saddlebags up front got food, hygiene products, extra bungees, flea and tick spray. It's got a little tiny med kit, just a little red pouch. You know, so here's what we're working with. There's my lantern right there I was talking about. It's got the yellow setting, you can see, and then the white light setting. And yo, check these out. Hold on, let me get that off of there. These batteries are pretty fucking cool. So I got these at the Cricket store. Oh shit, that was fucking tight. Check that out. And they got a charge port. Each one has an individual C port. Rechargeables. Grabbed those for the lantern before we took off. I figured that would be a good investment. They don't last that long, but it was a good investment. You know, having those, they charge real fast on my solar panel. So I got a little 2-panel fold out, which I just hang on the back of the rig while we're traveling, and it charges everything up there. I got a sprocket front pouch where it's got a pass-through. Yes, actually, as a matter of fact, I do. D-Man, it's not LifeStraw brand LifeStraw, but that is what it is. I'll show you here. Let me see. Oh, popped off there. Look at that. Sorry. So yeah, I got one of those. I haven't had to use it quite yet, thankfully, but it's there if I need it. Given the most dire circumstances, I don't foresee needing it, but I have literally everything you can imagine right now. Oh shit, see? I got my emergency sleeping bag that gets posted on the outside of the, hold on a second here. On the outside of the day pack, it keeps fucking falling off on me, which is annoying, but what are you gonna do, right? And so, push that up and over. Come on. I got extra paracord hanging out on the side of this thing. I have some redundancies here. So I'm pretty sure some of this stuff I've showed a lot of you is like this thing here with the leather pouch. This thing, that's to make a tripod over a campfire. It comes with a little chain. It's got a hook on it. Some of you might remember me cooking lamb on this before. I got that from Amazon before I left. Most of the gear I have is still the same shit that I had when I was planning to go to the Appalachian Trail, which I'm a little disappointed that didn't pan out the way I wanted it to, but I'll get there one day. So, hold on. Come on out of there. Come on, what the fuck? There we go. I now have 3 of these. This one is broken. It does not work. I just kept it because I might need some parts later. So there's 1. Here's 2, and the 3rd is in my saddlebags with the fuel for it. I got a little tripod stand for it now. It's a little tripod for those. You put it under the fuel. It does its job like that. Keeps your food from spilling over while you're cooking. And I have, come on. Are you kidding me? 1 second. It's all sticking together. And now I have 2 adapters that let me hook it up to the Coleman propane tanks. So I can cook more than 1 dish at a time now. These little stoves have been freaking awesome for me. I don't know if some of y'all remember when I first landed in Texas, I cooked raw steak just over the propane, 1 little shred at a time on the tip of my knife. So that was interesting. Never had to do that quite, like that before, but it did the job, rechargeable plasma lighter. Oh, needs charged. Also in my day pack, a Zippo. Doesn't have any fluid. It's out fluid, and I need to get fluid. So there's that. And there's other stuff. I'm not going to go through the whole pack, but inside there's inside the day pack there's some other equipment and like a folding saw, hatchet, map case, that kind of thing. 70 liters, got my uniform, my free soldier tarp. It's got a secondary tarp that I cut out of my tent. After I left, the tent was kind of out of excuses to not be sliced up for its materials. So I kept the little frame pieces that allow me to make an A-frame tent. Just do the same thing I would with the tripod. I'll find some couple of relatively straight sticks. I'll whittle the ends down a little bit so they fit into the thing. And Texas, let me put it to you like this. There are far less blatant morons in Texas than in New York. And there are far more decent people here in Texas than most places I've been. So I'll give Texas that. Y'all got a lot of good people. So the people are a little better, not by much, but enough to make a difference. It's noticeable, I can't really definitively say what percentage, but it's noticeable. I'd give about a B plus for people. As for the environment, oh my God, it's fucking hot as hell. But there's a lot of fun things to do. You don't necessarily need money to have fun here. And I like that. So I give an A plus for Texas on that. As for law enforcement, I haven't really been bothered. The one negative encounter I had with law enforcement ended up positively in the end anyway, because, you know, a lot of you might not know, but the guy that I came here with kind of decided that he was going to start doing a bunch of drugs, and yeah, it is. It's night and day. You're right. I agree. And he kind of tweaked out on me, and then that resulted in a whole thing. But New York cops would have just took us fucking both to jail. They wouldn't have gave a shit. You know what? Fuck you both. You're both going to jail. I will give the police down here props. They actually did the work to figure out who the fuck was doing what. All right? So I'll give you guys an A on that. So I'd say, relatively speaking, Texas is probably the best place I've been so far. And that includes Florida, Pennsylvania. That includes fucking Colorado. Well, I haven't been back to Colorado in years, so I don't really know. I don't really know what that's like over there right now. But yeah, California is just as bad as New York, if not worse. I will say this, fuck both New York and California. I haven't been to Cali before, but I will say, have I gone through Cali? No, I don't think I have. It's hard to remember all the places I've been, man. Like, I can't, I honestly can't even keep track of it anymore, you know? Yeah, he did. He went to, you don't understand, man. I love this girl. I love her. She's got to get away from him and blah, 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 blah. And he kept asking me, man, hey, can you get me a shotgun? I need a gun. Can I have a gun? Can you give me a gun? I'm like, no, dude. No, we would have to go all the way back to New York, and I'm not letting you have none of my shit for that. You know, and I think that might have been part of why he flaked on me, because he kept talking about he kept asking me to go with him too. I'm like, dude, I'm not going with you to rescue some random bitch. I'm not doing it. It's not happening. It's not in the cards. But ultimately, I think it was mostly the drugs, but you know, it's whatever. It is. It might as well be. Fucking California is, you know, it's a nice place, you know, aesthetically. It's got nice scenery. It's got nice wilderness. Like, it's got really nice places, but, you know, if it weren't, California would be a nice place if it weren't for the damn people. Yeah, well, he already got his fucking karma. So, as far as I mean, maybe he didn't. I don't know. I'll put it to you this way. When he got back to New York, I guarantee you he lost all his shit, ended up back in jail, and before that, he got his ass beat. I know he got his ass beat. But he was, his whole shtick was, I've been on probation for too damn long, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. Let's get out of here. I was like, are you sure about that? He's like, yeah, I'm sure. I'm like, hey, fuck it, let's go. So I saw an opportunity to get out with someone who was willing to take me. I was like, fuck it, let's do it. I gotta say though, I'm a lot more content with this method of travel, because this is, with this way, I travel under my own power and nobody else. Yeah, he can't. This motherfucker's. Fuck that motherfucker. Those guys are homos. Oh, well, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you. You never know. Sometimes, ask around. Sometimes my video is me cooking a snake or fishing, or you very well could. It has happened. Right now, I don't have to, and I'd rather not take the risk. You know what I mean? If I don't have to, I do have food on hand, so. But make no mistake, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If I have to hunt, I'll hunt regardless. About the only exception to that is I won't intentionally trespass on somebody's privately owned land to do so. That's about my only line. I respect other people's property, but beyond that, you know. I hope everyone's doing good. Hey, NG, what's up, man? Good to see you. I figured I'd do a little live stream, and then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna stop off. It's really hot. I'm sick of the heat. Been traveling in the sun all day. Hey, you can see my fucking blanched chicken thigh looking arms over here, fucking red as hell. I'm fucking, even my forehead's red. Yeah, I don't tan. I cook. I burn. That's all it is. We wanted to try snake, the fried kind, like Crocodile Dundee. Ah, okay. Well, I'll tell you this. I don't necessarily recommend it as, an everyday thing. It's not the greatest tasting thing in the world, though. I will say, surprisingly, Korean barbecue seasoning seems to be the best complement to something like snake. Don't remember if you need a license. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really consider a license, for hunting something that's on the top of my priority list. When I need food, I'm not worried about the bureaucracy behind it all. Which is, what the fuck is that? When the hell did we start deciding that human beings needed to ask permission to live off the land, to not, I'm not going to go, it's going to turn into a rant, but it is a little meaty. Don't overcook the snake, though. If you overcook the snake, it gets dry and it loses all nutritional value. I made that mistake with the smaller half of the snake. I didn't turn it a lot. So, yeah, there's a lot of meat being eaten down here. Texans eat a lot of meat, and that's not a bad thing. I love some pork, some beef. I will say I've grown so tired of chicken. I'm tired of chicken. No more fucking chicken. But tough times out here. Hey, tough times really, it reveals who's got the grit and who doesn't. I'll tell you that, but right though, yeah, when you're hungry, you'd be surprised what kinds of things will start tasting good. But I was coming off of a 3-day fast at the point when I cooked that snake, and I did have rice on hand. I could have had rice as well. I just chose not to. I figured, I've never had. I will say this too: rat snake is not what I would recommend. If you're in Texas or anywhere south that has other things, I would say rattlesnake would be your better option. Though I haven't encountered a lot of those. The next time I do encounter one, if it's big enough, I'm gonna fucking eat it. What do you got? What is that? Okay, it's just all right. You can have your stick. You can have your stick. Let's see. Oops. Nope. But, it is what it is. You can eat different things, but you can generally find a lot of plant-based sustenance out here too. I mean, it's pretty easy, really, to find something to eat out and about here. You don't necessarily have to have food, They are going on 1.5 years almost, I think. Come here, Bubba. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Say hi. This is Sven. Say hi, buddy. He's getting big. He's the smaller of the two, though. He's my small boy. This is my baby boy. Huh, buddy? Come here, Boris. Come here, buddy. Come here. Oh, you big fucker. Come here. Oh. And there's... Shit. Oh, I knew it would happen eventually. There goes my chair. It collapsed under me. How about that? All right. I'm gonna sit right down on the grass. Come here, buddy. There we go. Mr. Big Boy. What? What's wrong with you? What was that? What? You got something under there? Ooh, you do. What is that? All right. I'll check it in a minute. He's got something under his chin. This is Boris. He's the big one, huh? He's the big boy. Let's see how big he is compared to his brother. Hold on. Stand up, buddy. Come on. Stand up. Stand up. See, he's got... Dude, quit being difficult. Come here. Let me show you off. Look at his big old paws. He's got big meaty paws. He's gonna be a big boy, huh? Aren't you? Yeah. Even for his size, Sven here still has some pretty big paws on him. He's gonna be a pretty big boy too when he gets bigger. But yeah, he's a big boy. They're getting big. They're healthy. They're healthy boys. They eat a lot, and I mean a lot. But yes, they are. All puppies are good boys, huh? Let's see what we got. Hey, Phoenix, what's up, man? Good to see you. How you doing, brother? I hope you're well. I haven't seen you in a while. It's been a minute. Yep. They're good boys, though. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I got another doggo back home in New York, but she's old. She wouldn't be able to make the trip out here. She's too big to fit in a trailer. She would have to walk alongside, and she can't do that. She's been with me for quite a few years. She's with my aunt now. She's in retirement. She's a good girl. She wasn't the best hunting dog, but I will say she was one hell of a retriever. Nail a turkey, you know, she'll help you find it. Nail a deer, she'll help you find it. She'll sniff it out. The trick is, because I got her from a guy who was, well, he beat on her and he threatened her with fucking blades, and she was afraid of guns because they used to shoot her with BB guns. She had little fucking bald spots on her ears where they put cigarettes out on her and stuff. So she was afraid of guns and bows and all that. But if you could get her to sit still long enough to shoot something, she'd help you track it down. She was a good dog like that. I taught her how to do that after I got her, which wasn't easy, you know. If anybody who knows about rescuing dogs that have been abused, it's a little harder to teach them because they're kind of fearful, and with good reason, you know. But now she's in retirement, living her best life back home. She's chubby now too. I gotta get my family to send me some pictures of her. I haven't seen her in a while. I miss my old girl. Oh, these dinguses would get along with her great, I bet. Then again, maybe not. She might not like them. I don't know. It took her so long to warm up to my aunt's dog. But yeah, this is fun though. I mean, you know, the thing about 4th of July is in some places put up restrictions. Isn't that the opposite of what? Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. Like, if we're gonna talk about freedom, explain to me what freedoms do we have? The freedom to ask permission for everything? Because I looked into it, and technically, with me traveling like this, as far as I know, the cops can come at any time and tell me that I can't travel on the shoulder for safety reasons. So what would I do then? Get off the shoulder and then what? Where would I go? Am I supposed to just be stuck on the shoulder of the road? I don't know. It's fucking weird, man. You know? Yeah, damn right, Phoenix. That's the spirit, man. There you go. Likewise, brother. Likewise. You know, I don't understand. If someone is otherwise a peaceable person, why fucking bother them? If they're not bothering anybody else, why stop and fuck with them? For what? It's nonsense, you know? It's honestly kind of crazy. Man, I'll tell you this though, if I had some land, I would say if I was able to get it, I'd get some land like alongside highways and shit. And I would set up a little section of my property to help out travelers like myself. I would definitely do that. I don't know why more people don't do that. But, you know, it is what it is. I manage okay. My shelter is pretty much my free soldier tarp system and a hammock. It's enough. It works. By the way, I highly recommend the free soldier. I will say this. I've had that free soldier now for, shit. Oh my God. What is it? Going on 2 years now. The free soldier has been with me for 2 years. In fact, it's, I like it so much. I'm getting another one as soon as possible. So if you're the type of person who does any traveling, who does any, outdoor stuff, if you like long-term, short-term, doesn't matter, hiking, biking, whatever the case, I recommend the Free Soldier. If you don't know what it is, look it up. It's really easy to find. There's dozens of videos. There's dozens of configurations. No, Sven, get out of there. You can't get under there. Come on. You're going to get stuck if you keep doing that shit. Dozens of configurations, dozens of uses. I've used it as a hammock. I've used it as a rain fly. I've used it as a tent. I've used it as water. I've carried water in it. I carried water in that thing. I've used it for everything you can think of. And I gotta say, it has done it. I used it as a fucking bathtub. I had a big bin with a hole in the bottom and I needed to wash. So I lined the Free Soldier inside the bin and I used it for that too. I mean, this thing has saved my ass. It has served me so well. Mine has a huge hole in it now because my pet rats got to it. But it's near the edge, so I can work around that. But yeah, for sure, man. I'm definitely getting another one. I recommend it highly. It's a good piece of gear. My 70-liter bag is on its last leg, so I'm gonna do a few more repairs on that, and whatever happens after that, I'm just gonna ditch it. It should last me long enough to get into Colorado, or at least the panhandle of Oklahoma, And then after that, I'll probably have to replace it. But check it out. It's my new dog trailer. This is the new one I bought. Hey, look at this. I found a geocache here. Look at that. Oh, there's my other bungee. 2 of them. Look at that. I was looking for those. So I found, it's got rosary beads and a little ninja dude in there. Honestly, I just kept it because of the hard case. I figured I'd make the beads and the little ninja guy into a decoration of some kind at some point and leave it hanging somewhere where a person might find it. But yeah, man, find a lot of interesting things going on. Geocaches and all kinds of things. Oh, I found little graffitis on like little signs abandoned like on the highways and whatnot where people obviously stopped or were stuck for a bit or something. I found more interesting shit on this trip than I ever had before, but I say it's really fun, man. I really enjoy this. I really do. It's very rewarding. It's not always easy, but sometimes easy is not always the best. Sometimes easy's the worst way to go. Anyway, folks, I'm going to call this one. It's time for me to get back on the road. Until next time, keep your heads up, stay strong, stay secure. Axios non serviam viva fraternitas. Peace.